Welcome back to Brand Chops, the podcast where we help small businesses make smarter decisions about their business and branding. I'm Zack Lemear, joined by Chris Duhaime, and today we're diving into one of the most fun and engaging brand archetypes, the Jester.
If you've been following along, we've explored the innocent, the explorer, the sage, the hero, the rebel, the magician, the everyman, and the lover. Each of these archetypes has a unique way of connecting with customers, but today we're focusing on a brand that thrives on humor, playfulness, and joy.
Jester brands are all about entertainment, making people laugh, bringing a sense of fun to everyday life. If your business thrives on humor or creativity and an easygoing personality, this episode is definitely for you.
And the Jester archetype is built around fun, spontaneity, not taking life too seriously. These brands create memorable moments by embracing humor, playfulness, and sometimes even a little mischief.
And that's why some of the most well-known Jester brands are in industries like food, entertainment, media, consumer goods. So think about brands like Old Spice or M&Ms, Doritos, Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, Old Spice is a great example. Their commercials are over the top, weird, hilarious, and that's exactly why people love them. They took a traditional product like men's deodorant and made it fun and entertaining.
And then there's M&Ms. Their marketing isn't about chocolate, it's about personality, humor, and playfulness. Their brand mascots make people smile, and that keeps them coming back.
If your brand is about making life more enjoyable, creating moments or laughter, breaking the mold of boring marketing, the Jester archetype could be the perfect fit.
So how does the Jester brand attract the right customers? Jester brands appeal to customers who love to laugh. They don't take life too seriously, and they want to have fun. These people value joy, clever humor, and a bit of unpredictability.
That's right. Jester customers are drawn to brands that break the rules in a fun way. They enjoy brands that make them feel like they're part of an inside joke, where ads feel more like entertainment than marketing.
So how do Jester brands speak to their customers? Messaging is everything. These brands use language that's funny, witty, and doesn't take life too seriously. Like, serious business? Never heard of it. Life's too short for boring, insert product or service. So good, you'll laugh out loud. Or, warning, side effects may include uncontrollable giggles. Ridiculously good, just like your dance moves.
And visually, Jester brands often use bright, bold colors like red, yellow, or neon shades. Their typography is playful. Their imagery is often cartoonish, exaggerated, or unexpected.
This is why brands like Doritos and Skittles lean into Jester branding. Their marketing is weird, absurd, and fun because that's what makes them memorable.
Yeah, but Jester branding is fun, but it can go wrong if it's handled incorrectly. The first mistake, trying too hard to be too funny.
Yeah, this works for everything. Anytime you try too hard in the world, in personal life, it's a little desperate. So if humor feels forced or unnatural, it can come across as awkward or even cringeworthy. So Jester brands really need to be authentic in their playfulness, not just funny or for funny's sake.
Yeah, and they really need to read the room and know when to be serious. While Jester brands thrive on humor, there are moments when customers need real answers, not jokes. If humor gets in the way of customer service, they're in trouble.
And one more, offending the audience. Humor is great, but brands need to be mindful of what's appropriate for their audience. So a joke that lands well for one group might be off-putting for another.
Exactly. So let's get a little practical. If you're listening and thinking, my business thrives on fun and humor, here's how you can lean into the Jester archetype.
Step 1, make your brand feel like a personality. That's the big thing. I think a lot of people make mistakes about this, is that they feel like their brand is them directly one for one, and they forget that a brand kind of stands on its own. So Jester brands often talk like a real person, one who's funny, relatable, and maybe even a little sarcastic.
That's right. And next, you're going to want to lean into entertaining content. Jester brands do well with videos, memes, social media engagement, playful campaigns. Just make sure your marketing is enjoyable as your product.
And step 3, create something shareable, shareable moments. Humor spreads fast, so if your brand can create funny, meme-worthy content, you'll attract free word-of-the-mouth marketing. Funny makes money.
And here's a little bonus tip. Just be consistent. If your brand is built on humor, make sure the tone is the same across your website, your social media, and even in customer service. So if you're going to be going for those laughs, just make sure that you're consistently looking for that in everything you're doing marketing-wise.
Okay, I know we're covering a lot, but let's recap. The Jester brand archetype is all about fun, humor, and making people smile. If your business thrives on entertainment, playfulness, and creativity, this could be your brand identity.
That's right. To make it work, focus on fun, relatable messaging, engaging content, and a strong personality, avoiding forcing humor, ignoring serious moments, or pushing jokes way too far.
Right. I mean, we all have the friend that goes too far in a situation and then it becomes awkward and cringy, right? So you don't want that to be your brand. If you're loving this branding deep dive, stay tuned. Next episode, we're talking about the caregiver archetype, the brand that thrives on compassion, trust, and service.
And as always, if you got some value from today's episode, subscribe, leave a review, and let us know your biggest branding questions. We might be able to feature it in an upcoming episode.
Thanks for listening to Brand Chops, where we chop up brands to see what they're made of. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Brand Chops is brought to you by the fine people at Pivot Creative. Pivot Creative is a full-service branding and marketing agency that partners with businesses to build brands that connect so that every dollar you spend is an investment and not an expense. If you need some branding or marketing guidance, a website, a new brand, or want to learn more about one of the topics we cover on the show, please reach out to us at pivotcreative.com. If you know someone that would benefit from learning more from one of our shows, please share the episode. Visit brand-chops.com. And as always, like and subscribe if you find this content to be helpful. See you next time on Brand Chops, where we chop up brands to see what they're made of.